Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here watching, welcome to the family. Today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be testing out and trying new Fenty products, which is their new concealer and their new setting powder. And I'm going to be showing you how I created this look using those two products. Are they good? Yes, maybe, I don't know. But if you want to know my opinion on it, keep on watching. But before you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you are aware of my next videos. So without any further talking, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, I have already done my foundation and brows. Now this concealer comes in 50 different shades. If you are the type of person that always have a hard time trying to find your shade, you're gonna have a hard time finding your shade in the Fenty Beauty concealer line just because you have so many options. I was there for God knows how long trying on concealers, trying on the shades, and I couldn't find my shade. The shade that I thought I was ended up being too dark for me. So what I did was, and what I suggest doing, is take your favorite concealer and try matching that concealer to one of the Fenty concealers, and that will probably help out. What I did was I grabbed my NARS Creamy Radiant, and I'm in the shade Medium 1 Custard. I took that and I tried matching it to one of the Fenty Beauty concealer line, and I think I did a pretty good job by doing that, so hopefully I did. And we're gonna find out today. She did come out with 50 concealers, and also obviously we already know 50 foundation shades. And what she did was she tried matching a concealer shade to a foundation shade, and basically if you know your Pro Filter foundation shade, then you should have no problem by finding your concealer shade. But I don't have a Pro Filter foundation from Fenty. I have tried it once and I didn't really like it. I thought it was too orangey for me, and the shade that she matched the concealer to my foundation didn't really match. It was too close to the foundation shade, and I like my concealers to be a little bit more bright because I do like the brightness under my eyes. So just to read a little bit about the concealer, like any other concealer, it is supposed to have coverage, it's supposed to brighten, it's supposed to color correct, and this one specifically says it's supposed to be crease proof. Now I'm gonna be the judge of that because I do crease under my eyes a little bit, so I'll probably do like a wear test throughout the day and then blog it and then show you guys like how it ended up turning out throughout the day, because I do crease under my eyes a little bit. So if it is crease proof, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. It retails for $26, which I think is a very good price. You get 2.7 ounces in the bottle, as opposed to the NARS Creamy Radiant, which you have 0.22 ounces in the NARS Creamy Radiant concealer, and it retails for $29, which I don't think is bad. But let's just see if the formula is as equal or better than my NARS Creamy Radiant. This is the packaging that it comes in, this little carton, very Fenty, very straight to the point. We love it. She also came out with a brush for the concealer, but I didn't purchase it because honestly I'm not interested in it. It retails for $26, which I think is too expensive. Riri, I don't know what's wrong with you, girl, but I'll stick to my beauty blender. I'll apply anything with my beauty blender. I'm not really a fan of applying concealers with a brush, so didn't get it, not interested, don't care for it. This is the box that the powder came in. Retails for $32. Also came with a brush for it, which retails for $34, I believe. And I don't know why is it $34. It's a synthetic brush, and at the end of the day, I am not also a fan of applying my powders with a brush. I will do my beauty blender and then dust it off later on, but hey, that's Fenty and I'm not interested in it. So yeah, this is what the concealer bottle looks like. Very plain, very simple, straight to the point. Love it. And this is what the powder looks like in this octagon kind of shape. Real cute. Sorry for my fingerprints. So in the powder, I grabbed the shade Banana, which I thought was the shade that will match me. She has 8 shades for the powders, which I think is pretty great. Most brands only have 2 or maybe even 1. They'll have like a really light one and then a medium tone one for medium to dark skin. She came out with 8 shades. My favorite powder is the Laura Mercier translucent powders. These are also translucent, and just the fact that she has 8 shades of powders makes it really huge for the beauty industry, I guess, because usually you only get 1 or you get 2. But is the formula good? That is the question, because you can have 8 shades, honey, but if the formula is not good, then it's not worth it. Something really cute that I realized came with the powder was this little, if you open your box, has this little pouch right here. It comes with a little top for when you open your powders, and you could put it on the powder, and I guess it's supposed to be good for you traveling and you want to put it on, it won't make a mess, which I think is pretty cute. With all of that being said, let's just get straight to the point. I'm gonna add the concealer, and I'm just gonna add a little bit just because I don't know how much of it I'm gonna need. If I need to add more, I'll just add more, but I'm just gonna add a little bit for now. And then a little bit on my forehead. Ooh, there you go. Usually I will leave my concealer sit on my skin for a little bit, and then I'll blend it out. That's what I will do with my Creamy Radiant from NARS. But I'm just gonna start blending this one out immediately just because I want to know how much of it I'm gonna need later on. So bad so far. It is blending out really quickly. Feels very creamy, which is good. Wow, that little bit did a lot. Like a lot. So far, it's spread out really nicely. It was very creamy. As this feels very creamy, feels hydrated, spread out really nicely. So far, so good. But I'm gonna add just a little bit more right here and right here. So the reason that I didn't pick a Pro Filt'r foundation, like I said earlier, I have tried it before and it kind of turned orange on me and I was disappointed, wasn't interested in trying it again. But also, if I'm gonna like this concealer, I need it to work with any foundation that I use. By the way, the foundation that I'm using right now is my NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. This is the one that I'm using right now. I'm using the shade Syracuse, just in case you guys wanted to know. Okay, so far, so good. It is creamy like it says that it is. It does cover a lot like it says it is. And I don't know about the crease proof part. Maybe after we apply the powder, I will be able to tell if it is crease proof. But so far, I'm not mad at it. I think it's very good. I just want to see how it stays throughout the day. Not bad. Just gonna contour a little bit using my Bobbi Brown foundation stick, just so we could get the whole look going. I'm gonna do some there. That concealer set really nicely. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'm gonna now use the powder, and just like I would use my Laura Mercier powder, I would just take my damp beauty blender, dip it in it, dab some off, put it on, and then wipe it off. You wanna make sure that before you apply your powder, you go back with your beauty blender, make sure you fix your concealer so you don't have any lines. Took some of my beauty blender, dabbing some off, and going ahead and put in it. Wow, did you see what that just did? It changed the color of my concealer. It's darker now. Maybe because it's banana, but I'm not mad at it. Let's do the other side. Wow, that did something. Okay, something just happened. I just added more powder to this side and it started to have a weird texture, like patchy over here. I don't know if you're not supposed to add too much powder, but that's weird. Hopefully it comes off. Let me just add some more. I'm just gonna bake a little bit. What the heck? Powder has this smell. It has like this fragrance. It's really light. It smells like powder, like baby powder. Not mad at it, but it has a fragrance. For those of you who don't like your makeup with smells, this powder is not for you. Okay. So far so good. Powder doesn't feel so dry. I'm just concerned about this little patchy area right here. I don't know what that is. I don't have it on this side. What is that? You guys can't see it, but it's really patchy around here. Hopefully that goes away. I'm gonna leave that on for a little bit, just like I would to my Laura Mercier. I'm gonna do a little quick eye look and put on some lashes, and then we'll dust it off and then see how it looks after we finish the whole face. I'm gonna use my Sephora Pro Pigment palette, and I'm gonna grab the Peachy shade right here. I'm feeling a little peachy vibes today. I'm gonna grab the Jaclyn Hill Times Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Smooth Criminal right here. And I'm gonna take this shade right here and add it to the inner corners of my eyes. Ooh, how pretty is that? Alright, you guys, I went ahead and threw on some lashes. Now time to wipe this powder off and see how it looks. Ooh, I don't like how powder looks. Oh my god, you guys, I don't know if you can see, but it's like really patchy around here. And it's like, what is going on right here? I don't know if I love this powder. I'm gonna try setting my face with some spray and maybe it helps. It looks really, really dry. I don't really like how it looks. My Laura Mercier doesn't do this. I'm gonna try setting my face with some spray and then maybe that helps. Let's see. Okay, so that kind of helped a little bit. That helped a little bit, but I just really have to see how it's gonna stick throughout the day, because right now I'm not really liking this powder. I like the concealer, but I don't like the powder. What I was gonna do is I was gonna try my Laura Mercier powder with the concealer on one side and then do the Fenty powder on the other side, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna do Fenty everything, powder and concealer, just to see how they both work together. Maybe I'll do another video on how it works with different powders and stuff like that, but right now I'm not really in love with this powder. After I sprayed my face, it does look a lot better in person and close up. So far, looks much better. I'm gonna bronze, and I'm gonna use my ABH bronzing powder in Saddle. I'm gonna add some blush, and I'm gonna use the ABH Blush Trio. This is the Peachy Love one. And I'm just gonna take the middle shade, that peachy shade. I don't really feel like adding some highlight today, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of highlight down the center of my nose, and I'm gonna use the ABH times AMREZY highlighter. I'm just gonna take my fingers and just do a little tiny bit of it down the center of my nose. My face is breaking out lately, and highlight, it is not a good idea when your face is breaking out, because that would just show it even more. So I'm gonna just do a little bit down the center of my nose. Boom. There. For the lips, I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever lip liner. This is in the color Endless Cacao, and I'm gonna top that with my BOXOM lip gloss, and this is in the color Dolly. So my final thoughts and comments on the concealer and the powder. I do like the concealer. I think it's really hydrating. It feels really nice. It spreads out easily, so I love that about it. The powder, I'm not too sure about it. I don't really like how patchy it got after I applied it. I'm not too happy about that, so I will probably not be using the powder again, but let's see how it performs throughout the day. I'll do a wear test, and I'll check on it throughout the day and see how it stays. The powder, I'm not really too happy about it, but the concealer I really am, and I think the price is really good. $26 for the concealer and $32 for the powder. Not bad at all, but I probably won't be using the powder again. I do not like how it feels. It's just really dry, but the concealer is really hydrating, so I do like that about it. So I'll probably be trying it with like my Laura Mercier translucent powder, or maybe my banana from Ben 9, or any other setting powders, just to see if it's either the powder the problem or the concealer, but I think it's the powder. So let's see. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I see you guys on my next video. Bye.